Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome to day number 8, I had to double check, of our 12 days of Christmas. And what a show we have for you. We have an awesome deal on today and you are absolutely going to love it. Just a little reminder, we only have, and this is very sad because we've seen these walls be built and we've seen them come back down again, and there is only a remainder, a very, very small remainder of our Christmas goodie boxes left. So if you are still wanting to get a Christmas goodie box, you've had all yours already, you're wanting to purchase one for a friend or maybe a family member, then make sure you get them in the next sort of week or so, because after that they'll all be gone and it'll be a very, very sad occasion. So get yours before they are gone completely. Okay. Today, I'm going to be your host for this hour. Gemma is running the show today. Good morning, Gemma.
Good morning.
And over in the demonstration station, and this is going to be a fantastic show because she's probably like the queen of this product, is Anne-Marie.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
We love a good. We love this product, don't we?
We love it. I'm very, very excited.
I am.
They make me very happy. I knew they were coming up on the 12 days of Christmas, so I was checking the schedule this morning. I was like, I know they're coming up. I'm like, is it today?
And I was like, yes. It is, it is. And you are absolutely the perfect person to show them off.
Why, thank you.
Okay, so before we get to that, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. And this week we are giving away our book of toppers. This is our third multi-buy. We have such a great selection in here. We've got the gorgeous Twilight Kingdom. You're going to get our Midnight Garden collection with all of those beautiful animals in, and then you're going to get the For Him, Hobbies for Him little book of toppers as well. These are absolutely fantastic, great for making your cards super, super quick with. We have 3 winners, and the question this week is, what decade did Coca-Cola start using Santa Claus in advertisements? Is it A, the 1920s, B, 1990s, or C, the 1950s? So get your answers in to be with a chance of winning these. And as always, the winner will be announced on Friday's show. Now, I've not been onto Mr. Google about this, so I'm still unaware of the answer of this question.
Yeah, same.
Did you not look?
No, I didn't look. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to cheat. I wanted to wait and see tomorrow what the answer was.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting actually. And if it is an answer that I don't think it is, it would be cool to maybe watch it and see what they were like back in the day. I don't know if they're still around. They probably will be, won't they?
Yeah, it'd be better to find them on YouTube.
Like that. But get your comments and your answers in, because we're going to announce those tomorrow. We don't want you to miss out on that either. Okay, let's get straight to it. Today is all about our amazing brush markers, and this is the most fantastic bundle. Now, it's not been around that long that we've put the bundle where you get the whole 6 and the handbook.
No, and we brought you this on Black Friday as a super special deal at Black Friday, and we thought, you know what, we needed to do it again.
We need to do it again because it was something that everyone absolutely loved. It is our brush marker pens. Now, these pens are absolutely extraordinary because it says you get 72 there, but you actually get double the amount of pens because we have the fine liner on the end as well, which makes them so much more fun to craft with. So you get 72 pens in total. We've got the 6 different colour families. You've got your darks, we've got your pastel shades in here. You're going to get your Heavenly Sunset, your Forest Walk, Berry Burst, and your Blue Lagoon. So you get all of the different colour families in there. I love the little charts on the bottom as well.
Me
too.
You
can see all of the colours.
Yeah.
It's super, super fun. This is an amazing deal because this should be just under £100. Just under £100 at $99.93. However, look at that price. That is phenomenal. You're getting your handbook in here as well. So you're getting 72 pens plus a handbook showing you how to use these for £39.99. This is such an incredible Christmas deal. It is frightening. But when you get them home and like you're going to use them, how and what can we do best with these?
What can we not do, Natalie?
This is true.
Because
This is
they
true.
are absolutely incredible. So as you've already said, obviously they are double-ended, and they do have that wonderful brush nib, and they do have that super fine detail nib as well. So depending on what you're working on, you've got both options there. And because they're water-based, obviously that just means that we can do a whole lot more with them. So we can colour just as normal, but then of course we can add water to this and blend that colour out. So your cardstock is kind of key. We do have it coming up, but your cardstock is key. So this is our premium watercolour card, and obviously that just blends an absolute dream. The watercolour card can take so much water. It can take that blended. It's not going to kind of ruffle and kind of flake off. But let me show you what happens if we do this on Ink Me. So we'll colour in as the pens come, absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think the trouble comes when you blend
when you want to try and blend this out. Can you see what's happening?
Or you blend your colour together.
Yeah, nothing's happening there at all.
There's no movement in the pigment.
No, so what happens is that ink is just soaking straight into that cardstock, and it's just preventing it from blending anywhere. So you're just going to end up with it not doing what they're intending to do. And the last thing we want is people to get them home, do it like this, and be like, no, I can't do it, and never use them again, and be really sad because
so sad,
you're just not using the right cardstock. So you do need to use that premium watercolour card. And then obviously we can blend the colours together as well. So we can go in with one of our lovely purples there, and then we can go in with another shade here, and we can, let's take that into the pink as well. So you can kind of blend these colours together. You can work a little bit more at it and blend them together without water. But as soon as you add water into this, it just makes it effortless. It's just so easy to do. Let me just give this a little squeeze, because it just needs a little bit more water coming through. There we go. So you can get that effortless blend, and it just looks fabulous, doesn't it?
It's crazy.
They're just so easy to use, aren't they? And then of course, because you have that super fine end as well, you can obviously just use them for writing. If you're into your santangling at all, they're brilliant for that. You can do all of your details, super fine details. And then obviously with our brush lettering, we've got that brush nib that's got that lovely firm but flexible nib. So
it's
that
like
we can
the perfect match, isn't it? It's not too difficult. So when you sort of bend that nib over, it sort of like snaps it, and then it can never go like to that nice fine detail again. Nice
and flexible. It makes that kind of brush lettering so nice and easy to do. We are going to come up to that as well shortly, but it's just so easy. We can of course stamp with them as well.
Oh, I love it when you do this.
We did this, didn't we, a few weeks ago?
It was incredible.
And they look beautiful. So let me just bring in Stampin' Press. There it is.
You got one?
It's hiding, but it's here. There we go. So let's just bring this in. I'm just going to see if I can stamp in this corner, just to show you the technique rather than a finished card. So starting with your solid kind of shape first, and what kind of colours should we do this? What are you feeling?
Let's do
I'm going down the orange and yellowy vibes personally.
I was thinking that.
Let's have a look at these colours.
Because we've got a really great selection of colours, haven't we?
We do.
And when they're in the colour families, it's also great to note that they've been put in those families for a reason. So if you're wondering about what colour's going to work really nicely together or blend together, although we've already proven that they don't have to be the same shade of colour, you know that they're really going to work nicely together and layer up correctly. Like, look at those shades.
So how
3 shades
amazing.
And they're beautifully toned to work perfectly together.
They're going to look wonderful. So starting with your palest shade first, because obviously if you do darker shade first, when you add your lighter ones on top, it's not actually going to do anything. So palest shade first. So let's get all our ink onto here. Now, some of your larger stamps like this, your ink might dry out a little bit. You can give it a little spritz if you need to. But you don't have to really necessarily. You could always give your spritz, your card a little bit of a spritz as well, to give that a little bit of moisture, just to get that ink down. So you go in with your first layer. So let's get that down.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us. We do have some questions already, and
Oh,
if you've
wonderful.
got any questions for Anne-Marie in regards to brush markers, any techniques you're wanting to see while we're doing this show, then just let us know, please.
Please do, yeah.
First question we have is, are these new colours or old colours? These are our original colours. We've not changed any of the colours in our brush markers. I don't think we will do.
No.
Because these are just, there's so many colours. We're not missing anything with these. They are quite fantastic. So these are our original colours, just on an absolutely incredible offer.
Just going to see if I can get this little section here that's just not wanting to take any kind of colour at all. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. It's not perfect, but you can see how you can layer that colour up as well. You know, if you stamp it and it's a bit too pale or it's a little bit patchy, just go back in with your stamp and do another one. This one I'm going to have to clean before I pop it down because I was using our Prism powders, and look at this. It's still got the powder all over it. I don't think we've got any baby wipes though. Can you see?
I've got some on my desk. Do you want me to get them? Oh wait, there's some down here, but
can you see them?
They're open. No, there's not any in that one.
Oh no.
Let me go see.
Sorry.
I've got some. I've definitely got some.
Sorry. I knew I brought most things, but forgot baby wipes. So I'll just get the other stamp out as well ready. And then we'll just give this a clean because I used it. It's really cool actually with your Prism powders. If you stamp this in Versamark, dust your powder on, stamp this one in Versamark and stamp it over the top, it lifts the powder back off and it gives you a really cool 3D effect. It is awesome. Oh, I hate it when they do this.
Ones, yeah.
They're so pesky, aren't they?
They just need to design the fold a bit better.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know why they're like that, why they do it. And every baby wipe's the same, every pack. They are really frustrating. Okay, just give this a good...
Janie says, I'm watching and making notes because I can never remember what I've seen. Well, don't worry, you can watch this show back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can watch all of our shows back, so do not worry about making notes because you can watch it back and you can try these techniques as Anne-Marie's showing you them.
Okay, let's just lay this one over. So it doesn't fit over kind of exactly. You've just got to find a few points where it does kind of fit and lay over. And the beauty of the floral ones is it really doesn't matter because the petals aren't identical.
It's very true.
You know, they can look a little bit out of place and it really doesn't matter. So
Kelly
just going
says,
in with
if you're on the fence, get them an amazing price. Amazing price, an amazing product. And as it has already been said in the comments, if you've got your goodie box, you'll be able to use your voucher code on these. So you're going to get further discount on
amazing.
These items.
That is, I didn't even think about that.
And then Robin's asking if Kat's okay. Kat's absolutely fine. Do you know what happens with Kat in December? We don't see her because it's her birthday month. Our fabulous Kat is turning 40 tomorrow. She's not going to mind us saying that.
No, I don't think so.
She's about her
she's
birthday.
been
So she's absolutely fine. She just takes more time off in December for her birthday, to get ready for Christmas with a crazy clan. But don't worry, she'll be back next week. But then that is the last time we're going to see Kat this time of year.
It is, yeah.
Because then she's off again the week after. We need to stop it. Stop all of this holiday.
We haven't given her a birthday gift yet, have we? So we're going to give it to her on Wednesday when she's next in the office. So I've ordered some like balloons and things. Do you think we can put them in here?
Definitely.
As well?
Definitely.
Because she's going to be in here, isn't she, on Wednesday?
Who knows? I mean, if we ask Dan nicely, we could get a little 40% discount code off for some extra cool products.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
And have a full-on birthday bash.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get some 40% off things.
Shall we bombard him when he comes in?
Yes. Well, no, he's got a man cold, hasn't he?
Oh, has he? He's
not
coming?
He's not. He's going to see how he feels later. With his man cold. But I'm going to email him.
We'll do it.
I think we should do that. Okay. So that's it. It's that final one that kind of brings the whole thing to life.
Look how fantastic that is, though. It gives you such an effortless effect.
Doesn't it?
That is an artistic painting that you would spend a lot of money on, and you created
definitely.
it there.
Can you imagine like recreating this with your own things?
So nice.
Like, It's just amazing, isn't it? Let's go in with a yellow. And obviously the gerber is fabulous because you can kind of do them at any colour, can't you?
Yeah.
And they're such a happy little flower. And let's get that middle section there as well. Let's just pick that up and we'll go in with, let's go with that kind of mid orange again. And it's just a nice, quick, easy way of using them, just in a slightly different way. There we go.
So pretty.
It looks awesome, doesn't it?
It's so good.
Oh, I'll hold it this way, yeah? That would be.
My absolute favourite.
Look at that.
It's incredible.
It just looks stunning, doesn't it? I mean, the stamps are doing the work for us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the pens they give you such a different look versus using your ink pads, don't they? And there's so many things you can do with these pens. They are just wonderful. We're going to show you. Do you want to show the next thing before I do the next thing?
Yes. Yeah, we will.
We've got something really cool.
We do have something really cool. So first of all, we're going to show you those incredible Prism watercolour paper pads. So we have two available for you. We have it in A4 and we have it in A5. Now both of these prices, oh
what?
Wow. Both of these prices are £6.99. Now you get the exact same quantity in here in terms of cardstock. Your A5 you're going to get 60 sheets. Your A4 you're going to get 30 sheets. You can print onto this as well if your printer takes sort of like your thicker cardstock, because this is 300 GSM. It's just amazing. So to be able to have two different sizes is perfect. I mean, if you like making your card blanks from this and you like stamping and colouring straight onto this, then I would definitely recommend getting the A4 one, because we can obviously score this on our scoreboard, make all your card blank sizes up out of this, so it is a perfect one to get for that. Now if we just like sort of creating smaller projects and then matting and layering them, then your A5 one is a good place to start. Both of them have their uses, and look at that price. If they're £6.99, you might as well just cheekily add them both in, because you never know what, when and where you're going to need these. So we have both of those available for you. And then the perfect accompaniment, which Anne-Marie has been using, is our Premier Craft Tools water brush trio. Now you get 3 water brushes in here. These are now £4.99. They have their super cool nozzle top, so we can sort of let the water come through at the sort of speed that we want that to happen, which is perfect for when you're colouring and doing some of the techniques that Anne-Marie has already shown you. So they are the extra sort of add-ons that will work perfectly with your brush markers if you're going to get them at that awesome price. And to think that you can get all of these products and your pens and you're still not paying anywhere near that original price is absolutely amazing. I just can't believe that we've been able to bring this deal back again. Now I'm going to show you something which is super cool, and if you're all looking ahead for 2023, then you can go into our hub right now and you can download yourself our For the Love of Stamps printable calendar. Now this has been designed really cool. It's a PDF. Now when you go to print this, you can obviously print it as is, which will be A4 for you, or you can print so I can't remember how I did this actually. So you print it as A4, or I think you can do it so you change. You
can choose to do A5, and you
can
almost
can't
choose
you?
to
And
do
it does it
two images on one page.
That's what I was thinking.
You can do them even smaller. You could probably do 4s as well.
Yeah. So I did it. I've done it a number of different ways. So this is your A4 version. Then you can do your A5 version, and then for Bex, I did it so it was A6. So you had sort of like 4 images on one, and she just cut them down. And then I think I may have done it, no, this is the same. So I did it differently as well again for Rach, and then she's cut them out to make little tabs. So you can see here that we've done them with so many different things, but they are absolutely fantastic. I mean, Anne-Marie's going to show you some fantastic ways of using your brush markers, just like this one here. But you don't just have to use your brush markers. You've kind of already seen some really fun ones. If you're not into stamping or sort of like crafting in that way, then you can use your little book pages.
Really
this
cute.
one is a really fun one which Rach put together. Let
How
me just move
professional
this
does
out
that
of
look?
the way. And we can obviously use our anywhere hole punch for this. We can pop ribbon through this, so you can put it back if you've got your We Are Memory Keepers.
Oh yeah, if you've got cinch,
your cinch, you can do the little binding, so that'll be super easy. You can even take
them to some stationery shops and they can bind things for you, can't
yeah.
you?
That's what you have to do when you do your dissertation.
Yeah.
And I tell you, when you're rushing to get it done because the shop's closing 2 minutes and you have to get yours in by the end of the day, it's very, very stressful. Absolutely adorable. And this is just mixing and matching so many other images from your little book, and it's super, super cool. She's matted and layered them onto different colours of Adorable Scorable to make them a bit more thicker as well. We've also got this one that Rach made, and I love the fact that she's put it in a little box. So this one could fit on your desk. You've obviously got all the calendar dates there. She's added a little acetate front. I'm not sure how well you can see this on here, but she's added this front to her box so that you can slide them out and swap them for the next month. Now, she's done all of these with her Duo Design paper pads, so they're all nice and designed. Let's take them out for you so you can see. She's done the same thing sort of on all of the different patterns with different sort of cardstock and colours that work perfectly for the month. So we've got really springy, fun designs for the beginning of the year. We've got some Miri in there, some fun summer patterns coming through to August, and then going through to your autumn months and sort of like your October. We've got orange glitter on here for Halloween, of course, and we've got the beautiful shiny lights for November and then your Christmas selection as well in December. So she's done a really good job with sort of like making those work for all different times of the year, which I love. And it's super compact because she's popped that little box in there, and then you just pop the first one on there and you can change it up every single time. And if you had sort of like a what am I thinking, like a whiteboard pen, you could write on your acetate.
You could put little
notes on for like different dates and stuff like that, up in the corner or other bits like that. Of course, you can also use your fantastic stamps with these. Now, Becca has created this beauty which sort of stands up really nicely, and for each month on here she's got separate sheets which you can add on, and she's used her stamps. Let me get in really close so you can see the fun designs that she's done on here. April showers, of course, rain or shine, I'm here for you. We've got the beautiful little they're like little wind turbines, aren't they? You don't call them that, the ones that you put in your garden though. Look at that one from your sketched.
That's super cute,
sketch
isn't it?
scenes. And there's so many in that sketch design that you're going to be able to use. You've got your things there, you've got back to school, and you know, all of these stamps, you'll have stamps that work with all of these. I can promise you that.
Yeah, and you might have your own things that you do in your own months
that
are more personal to you as a family rather than the traditional kind of things.
But they are so cute, and then you can just pop them all on there. And then of course, if you want to add some fantastic and personalise these for family members, because I think it's Dan's mum always gets personalised calendars for people with like family photos on.
Yeah, we do it as well.
I love this. But
it's
now
so
you can
cute,
do it yourself.
isn't it? Exactly. You know, we do it all the time.
Face.
So yeah, this year I'm thinking that I'm just going to actually make my own, because I think I've missed the cut-off date for getting them printed anyway.
Yeah.
It'll cost me a small fortune in postage, and actually it's nicer to just do it myself.
Yeah. I love all of these pictures you've chosen as well.
And it is
like the evolution of
definitely, and
the
just
kids and what they've done
memories
throughout
of the year as well, so you can kind of look back and it does just remind you of all the like the fun things. It is really good fun.
I love this. It is my favourite thing. There he is.
They are very photogenic.
They are, aren't they?
It is easy to do.
I love this little Joseph headrest.
Yeah. It's always good for. It's my favourite picture ever.
This is the most iconic moment of Sophie of the year.
Isn't it?
She was hilarious.
That was
better moment.
That was when she went to the charity shop, and I always just let them buy their own things. So she bought some sunglasses, and she bought, it's like a little push along Winnie the Pooh thing.
It's like a push along thing, isn't it, that moves around. I do have to say the most iconic thing is the socks and sandals.
Yeah,
she is just the best.
She is one on her own, that child, and that's why we went to see George Ezra.
Absolutely love it. So you can be making your own calendars as well, and that's what we're going to be showing you next.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of different months, Two of my favourite months of the ones that I've kind of done. We're going to mix May up a little bit, but August I'm going to do kind of as I've done.
We can show you a full calendar once you've done this.
I did
well,
like August.
It is amazing.
So what we're going to do with May, I'm going to try something that I did with our ink pads on Hobby Maker a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I do need to just get the messy mat. Well, kind of. If I kind of just use my feet.
Can you reach?
Yes, I can.
Got it?
We almost need like a shelf under there, don't we?
We do.
So what I did, I mixed some colours. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to put a little bit of purple and I'm going to get some blues.
Okay, I have some bad news.
Oh.
But don't worry, because you can get, our A5 watercolour card is now out of stock. It is something we can definitely sort out to get put back on the website as soon as possible. We'll just have to speak to Magda and get her looking at that. But if you if you want A5, then you can just get the A4 and we can trim it down. So don't worry, that one is still available. But I will go and annoy some people.
We will.
It is my favourite thing to do. It
is.
I'll go and annoy some people.
We've not had time to do it yet, have we?
No, not really.
No.
Not since we've
Not
been
since we've
in.
got in, no. Okay, so I've just used a couple of like blue, a little bit of greeny blue, a little bit of lilac on there. Now we did it with ink pads. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try. And we're going to use a lid off an embossing powder. It can be any kind of circular shape. It doesn't have to be, be a lid. We're going to kind of drop it into here and then add it onto our watercolour card. So before I did this on my calendar, I wanted to check that it was actually going to work.
Just to make sure that it was going to...
Yeah. So we can do this and then we can get our water brush and we can just kind of bring that colour out a little to create like some little bubbles.
It's very cool, isn't it?
So just trying to keep a little bit of a white space as well. And obviously you can go in with your kitchen roll, your blue roll, whatever you're using, just to pick up some of that colour to keep that kind of white space there. So I think this has worked. I think we can do this actually on the calendar now.
Lots of people are trying to find the calendar on the hub. Hopefully someone will post a little link up for you so you can get that and access it. But we will get it on there for you as soon as possible so you can all get making. Because how quick and easy is it to sort of print out all of those pages, print out your photographs, whether you want to do it at home or if you want to do it at those super handy places at like Asda, where you can just like connect your phone and print them out yourself. I love those bits. And you can make these, and they're fantastic Christmas presents. They
are, and they're quite affordable Christmas gifts as well.
I think
you know,
so,
if you're
absolutely.
maybe cutting back a little bit this year. I know we have really kind of reined it in this year and said, you know, I would rather people spend money on the kids than that kind of me and Mark, you know, and don't be just buying for the sake of buying. Me and Mark, we were talking about it last night. He's like, we need to go Christmas shopping because I haven't got you anything. And I'm like, well,
I don't need anything.
It doesn't really matter because if I want something, I can get it when I need it, kind of thing, you know. And I don't actually, there's nothing I actually need. So this is a really affordable way of giving somebody like quite a personalised gift without, you know, going over budget kind of thing. So just taking a few different sized circles.
Carl, that's one absolutely great technique. I struggle with bubbles, thank you. It is a really, really clever way of creating these fantastic backgrounds.
It really is so simple as well, isn't it? So let's just bring all this colour out to kind of create that bubble on here now. So it is better once they've dried a little bit because you've got a little bit more control over the colour and where it goes. So you can kind of just bring this out.
And Sarah on YouTube has asked, which black ink would I use for my outlines when I use these watercolour pens? Your VersaFine is the best option. So if you're using sort of like a water-based product, then VersaFine is the best sort of black ink to use to create those outlines for your cards. But look how soft and gentle these bubbles are that we're creating on here.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Beautiful.
And you could be doing these in any colours. You could do them maybe pinks for like new baby cards, you know, anything like that. They just look so cute.
It's very clever.
So just washing that colour out and just leaving that white space as well just gives that more
It just
of a
makes
kind
it
of bubble
more
effect.
three-dimensional,
Yeah,
I think,
it
having
does.
that element to it.
Definitely. Joseph's
so
been doing
clever.
some colouring at home. So we got him a desk a few weeks ago because I'm fed up of just craft stuff, drawing stuff all over the dining table. So we went to IKEA and we got him a desk. And last night he was a bit naughty last night, so he got sent to bed. So when I went up to bed, he'd left like a poster on my bed that he was on about at the weekend. He wants to do, like, on our wall outside, he wants to sell some toys and some books. So I was like, right, okay. And he's like, I'm going to do a poster. I'm like, you don't need to do a poster. I'll just put it in the street WhatsApp. You know, it's fine. He's like, no, I'm going to do a poster. So he's like, will you take it to work and photocopy it? So I was like, right, okay. So this poster was on my bed last night when I went to bed. And it's so funny. I'll have to show you a picture of it because it says toys for sale for St. Catholics, which I think he means St. Catherine's. And it's like £1 for £1, £2 for £2, £3 for £3, and then £5 for £5.
Oh.
And then it says pennies and notes. So I think he's not fussy whether it's notes or pennies that he gets. And then at the bottom,
pay for it
just says £50 for all.
£50 for all. Oh, Joseph.
Oh, I was absolutely crying last night. It was so funny. St. Catholics. Bless him.
At least he's trying.
Yeah, he is
got,
trying.
He's got plans to, you know.
And it wasn't really a charity thing he was doing in the first place, because I said, why don't we just take them to the charity shop? And he was like, well, no, because we could share the money. I was like, right, okay. He said, and then I'll get this certificate thing at school as well because he's done something good. So I was like, right, okay. But yeah, it was very, very funny. It really made me laugh. Okay, just get these last few bubbles on. And then, I should have left those colours on there because we can add some like little splats and things now. So let's just go back to our blues. Obviously this is another way that you can do your colouring in as well once you've stamped your image. If you're not very confident at popping the ink straight onto your card, you can obviously scribble onto your mat, scribble onto some adorable scorable, anything like that, and then you can just take the colour to your stamped image that way. So just add some extra little splats on there, and then we are going to give this a dry. Just grab.
Oh, that looks so good.
It does look cool, doesn't it? We'll just give it a blast with the heat gun, and then we will do some of our brush lettering on here.
Says, are there lots of A4 watercolour pads, please? I want to watch the show and I need to look through the website again. The secret about our watercolour pads, they are super, super quick and easy to make. So if they do go out of stock, we can tend to get them back in the next day or so.
Yeah.
And there is absolutely loads, because last week or the week before, I think like hundreds of our watercolour pads were made. I'm not sure why there's more A4s than there is A5s. It might just be a website thing, but we will check. Because I went out last night, I was looking for something, where I was putting some things back actually, because I tidied up yesterday. The amount of mess that was on my desk and Kat's desk, because she's not here, was crazy.
This is what happens when you're out the office. Your desk just gets like used as a bit of a dumping ground, doesn't it?
It's horrendous.
Okay, so when I'm doing my brush lettering, even though I'm quite confident with it, I'm still really not quite confident enough to go straight in with it. I do always like to have a plan. So if you use a pencil, draw out your lettering, do your brush lettering over the top, then you can actually rub the pencil away once it's dry. Yeah. So don't think, that pencil mark's always going to be there. And I always kind of look online, so I would Google example for this, May brush lettering, and it will, and go to images, and there'll just be loads of different examples of May written in different brush lettering.
Or if you want like super fun fonts, sometimes I'll just Googling like downloadable fonts.
Yes.
And then click on like brush lettering or hand lettering.
Yeah.
And it'll bring up so many different examples of that as well.
Definitely. So I always just kind of go in. We're going to go quite big with May because it's only a little word, isn't it? So let's just bring that down. We'll join this up to our A, and then we'll do our Y, and we can bring that down and do a big kind of loop and bring that back up. So once you've got that and you're happy with that, you can go in with your brush lettering, and I'm going to go in with this nice, really bold
I love
colour.
this blue colour.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
So nice.
It's our 086, which if I grab our colour chart here, it is Prussian blue.
Yes.
Prussian blue is one of my current favourites in our ink pads as well.
It's just such a nice colour.
Yeah, it is. So when you're doing your brush lettering, the general rule is all your upstrokes are quite light, and then your downstrokes are heavy.
Yeah.
So if you follow that rule, you'll be absolutely fine. And of course you can go in and do your oh, mine's a little bit leaky there. You can do your fine strokes in your fine nib, and then do your heavier strokes in your brush nib. So there's lots of ways you can do it.
And if you're sort of scared of doing like the smaller ones, you could just use your smaller fine liner, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
As like a guide, and then just build that up instead of going in with your other one.
So you can see how you can create this, and you don't have to do it in one go. If you can't, you know, if you don't get it round in one go,
no one's going to know, are they?
No, absolutely not. And you kind of almost have to be quite confident with it though at the same time. So you can see how you can create that stroke, and I'm going to do a heavy one at the end there and bring this round like that. So you've got that lovely brush lettering, and what happens is the pen kind of does that graduation for you in the colour as well, because of the pressure. And then what you can do as well is you can go around with something a little bit lighter. So shall we go that one? Yeah, I think we will, because we have used this colour in the pens. And you can kind of add a shadow to this, so you can go right next to it and add your shadow like this. Just always stick to a side. So if it's going to be the right and the bottom, always do the right and the bottom on every single letter. And you know, you'll get that kind of shadow effect. Or you can go almost to the edge with your fine lines. If you're not very confident at kind of going over the letter, you could do it this way. This is a little bit more forgiving,
I think so,
than this. You've got to have quite a steady hand to do that. What you could do though as an alternative is you could kind of just do some little dots or something.
Dots or like dashes.
Little dashes, yeah. I'm kind of going against my rule there if I do that, but little dashes look really cute as well. You can even go over your letters with like a white gel pen and add some little dots and some lines to the actual letters as well.
That would look so good.
So let's go on to here now and add this bit of shadow detail. So again, just going around, we bring that up because it's at the bottom, and then around here. And again, don't forget, if you don't get it quite right, you can go back in. You can use your fine liner here as well on the shadow detail, but just bringing that up around. So you just kind of, you come to the other side of the letter when you kind of go down. It's once you get into the groove of
which way is which,
you can absolutely just run with it. So bring that down a little bit, just fill in that bit, and then here as well. So that is going to be our May, and then let's go straight into our August. So what I did for the August in the calendar is I made like ice lollies.
Yes.
So we're going to kind of replicate that because I absolutely love it. And I think I used all the kind of pastel set.
Yeah, you did.
So
it looks so good.
It's so cute, isn't it?
There's so many good ones. I mean, I've seen it so many times, but every time I look at it, there's like different techniques and different bits and pieces that you've chosen to use in here.
So let's just go back to our little scrap card.
I love it.
And let's just double check our colours. Nice. Love this pink. AUGUS. We need one more. Let's go with a yellow. We haven't got a yellow. Kind of have to have a yellow, don't you? I might take out the blueberry kind of colour and swap it for like an orange as well, because I feel like orange lollies are the best.
It's true.
Yeah.
Orange or anything.
Well, yeah, I'm not as big a fan of orange as you are, but I do like orange lollies. They are my favourite. Now, when I did this one, like kind of like properly, I did use a ruler and just marked out my letters, so it was nice and precise. So I am just going to add a few little markers, just so that we know it's going to be right. I'm just actually going to take the messy mat out for now, because I don't think I need to come back to that just yet. So let's pop that on there. And I didn't do anything particular, didn't do any like crazy measuring, but I just made a line at the bottom, and I just lined it up to the bottom of my ruler, and then a line at the top as well. And again, you can kind of, I think we'll go that big bold black line in the centre, line that up to the top and do it that way. And then I think when I pop this into inches, how many letters is it? A-U-G-U-S-T, 6. So I think if we mark it kind of where 8 is, and we do each letter as like 1 inch with a little bit of a gap. Is that 1 inch? Oh no, I've gone 1 1/4. Let's do that. Do 1 inch, 1/4, 1 inch and 1/4. A-U-G-U-S, and then T. So it's roughly kind of central. It doesn't have to be too precise.
And I think the effect that you're going to add onto here as well, it's not, if it isn't within those guidelines, it's not going to be
It doesn't really matter. And then we're just going to kind of do our lollies on here now. So we're going to do like ice lollies. So I'm just going to take one of my colours, and I'm just going to do the first kind of curve of an ice lolly, if you will. And then I'm going to do the same here. Oh no, we need to smooth that up a bit, didn't we? That's fine. We can go with that. And then let's go with this one. Feels weird talking about ice lollies in December.
I know, it's far too cold for ice lollies today, Anne-Marie. Wowzers.
Although we do have swimming on a Thursday night, and the rule is that if you're good at swimming, you do good listening, you get a McFlurry on the way home. So
maybe McFlurry should turn into a hot chocolate in December.
Yeah, he would be alright with a hot chocolate actually.
Who knows? He might want to be extra cold. It is freezing out there though.
It is freezing out there, especially when he comes out swimming. He puts his pyjamas straight on as well, so he'll be freezing in the car later. Okay, so then we're going to kind of wash this colour up. Oh no, it's a bit blue. Wash this colour out to create our super cute ice lollies. So just bring that up, and we can of course add more to this. These are the pastel shades that we're using, so we can absolutely go in with some more colour, and the way that we would do that is by just having a little scribble on our messy mat. So let's bring it back in. So just pop the colour on there, and then just bring that in and add to that. Just making sure you kind of...
It will look a lot more vibrant though in person. I think the lights in here as well just give it a little bit of a...
Yeah, definitely.
A crazy look.
Let's get this green
Claire says, I still eat ice lollies all year round. I love them.
Ah. Yeah, we do have some... I think Sophie would, you know. She does love an ice lolly.
It would have to be a specific ice lolly.
What's your favourite?
Either a Calippo or a Twister.
Classics.
Classics there.
Yeah, absolute classics, yeah.
I missed the last day of the season of Notriani's.
Oh no.
I know. Because of the World Cup, I haven't really been over that much, like this end of the year. Wherein I think it was last weekend.
And do they not stay open till the lights are finished?
No, they sort of have
a break.
Have a little end of season. They did. They stayed open later last year, I think.
Yeah.
But not this year.
Oh.
No. I'm hoping that my sister went and got a tub, but So
they
then I can
do
raid
the
her
best
freezer
ice
when I
cream
go
in Blackpool,
home.
don't they? We were thinking of going over to go on that ride. Have you seen it?
The crazy one that's like over the top of the
on the comedy
tower.
carpet. Yeah. We didn't know whether to brave it or whether it's just
I wouldn't
actually
like to be
cold.
that high up. It will be freezing.
It will be really cold.
I can
won't
confirm
it?
that for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. However, we're still walking the
is
dogs on the
cold.
beach, which is crazy.
No, that's nice though.
We
I
haven't
like it.
treated them to a beach walk in a while. Not after my mum's
You
dog
nearly lost them.
chased a seagull, and I nearly had to go back to my mum's house without a dog because he was nearly on his way to St Anne's. But hey,
That's really funny.
It was his birthday the other day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he had some cake. There's a piece left for Oscar for this weekend.
Cute. Okay.
This is looking really cool now.
It's getting there, isn't it? You kind
Yeah.
of have to trust the process.
I think you have to with all of these this type of colouring though. It is something that takes time. You need to sort of like add colour to and bring more elements to it. It is definitely a whole process, but it does look really cool when it's finished.
There we go. So we will get our lolly sticks on. So let's go with one of our kind of browns. Let's have a look at this one. Always just have like a little, oh, that's not really brown, is it? I thought it was going to be like a light kind of brown.
Like a sandy colour.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. We can maybe go that.
What one have you got there?
037 out of Forest Walk.
078 is like a more of a caramelly one.
Out of Forest Walk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. So then all we're going to do is just do our little
And I love the fact that you can make these different shapes from this as well. And there's so many examples of that in your full calendar that you've created here.
And then we do need to give this a blast now because we're going to do it again. We're going to do our lettering over the top. So just get this all nice and dry. And you can add an outline onto these if you wanted to as well. You could go in with the fine liner and add that outline detail on here. But I do like the kind of watercolour effect that you have just doing it like this. So just make sure this is nice and dry, because what will happen is if you try and do your lettering over this, the ink will just kind of bleed into each other and then you'll ruin all of this work. So we have printed out onto watercolour card here as well, so you know, it should go through your printers absolutely fine, or your Ink Me if you're not going to use your watercolours is also fine. I think that's not going to be too bad now. And then let's just get rid of these pencil lines as well.
It's so fun to be able to create something for each time though, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, this would be a super cute card, wouldn't it? In the
summer months.
Yeah. And then we're going to do our letters kind of in here. So again, I'm going to take my pencil just to put these in so that I've just got that guide to follow.
Also, if you're anything like me, you need to use a pencil first because you probably spell it wrong.
This is always a worry with me as well. I was having real doubts that I'd potentially not done enough lolly sticks then. So we can give that a bit more of a curve and put our T in there. And then I can't remember, have I done it with a fine tip in there? Or have I done it with
with a fine liner.
So then we can just take that down, kind of follow your pencil as a guide.
I love the way that you did July as well, because you did that with the whole of your fine liner and kind of did like an outline. That looks really cool.
I can't even remember what I did. I was very excited though when Stacey was doing this. I was like, yes. Just going around that pencil. Doesn't matter if you're not exactly over it again, because remember, you can rub that out if it's not quite right. But I quite like the tall, thin letters.
It just works with the lollies, I think.
It does, doesn't it?
It's so cool now. It
There
looks
we go.
amazing.
I'll hold both of these up for you so you can. Oh,
Stacey's watching.
is she watching?
Yeah, she said if anyone spells it wrong now, it'll be you.
Oh, thanks, Stace.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we
Stace.
know.
I will rub the pencil lines out on here afterwards because it does need drying. And then let's bring in the May for you as well.
I love this.
So cute with the bubbles.
And let's show you all of the different ones that Anne-Marie did. I'm going to show you on the big screen actually, because I think you can see it better, because this one is a little bit too, we can show it there, it's just a little bit too short. But you've got January there, which looks absolutely fantastic with all the little snow elements. I love that the icicles are all completely different. February, of course, the month of love.
It is for you. It's like double month of love, isn't it, next year?
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be awesome.
March, I love the little swirls and all the little
all
the little clovers. It's so, so sweet. We have April showers with a super fun umbrella there and all of the little droplets. May is beautiful with the bunny with the honeybees. This one is so cute. It's so beautiful. When you look really closely, there's little line drawings in all of those little lavenders. I have lavenders at home, you know.
I do like July.
July is really fun, really fun. And this is something, you know, that you can do a page a day.
Yeah.
It's something that's mindfulness. It's going to take you out of the crazy hectic time of December.
Or even that kind of in between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
You know, that bit of time that...
Well, you don't know what day it is and you've drank red wine already and it's only 9 o'clock. Those times.
You've had selection box for breakfast.
Yeah. October there with a very cool design. I love that one. November with your poppies, of course, but it's just a fantastic way of being able to do it in December.
Oh, I
with
love the
Christmas
fairy lights.
So
easy to do that as well.
I know, I was thinking this when I looked at it. It's a great technique to be able to see. So you can be doing that on your own throughout Christmas, throughout that little break in time, creating your own calendar, making it personal to you. You can buy that for free. Buy it. You can download it absolutely free on the hub. All you need is your A4 watercolour card, which is at the fantastic price. That is just £6.99, and then of course if you have them already you can use your brush markers, but if you don't have them then look at this deal we've got for you. We're bringing back our Black Friday deal. How long does this last for? Until, I'm guessing, until the last day of Christmas, which is 9 tomorrow, Monday. So until Monday you can grab this offer, £39.99. It should just be under £100. You're going to get all 72 of these amazing pens and the fantastic handbook as well. We're going to recap our Win It Weekly. So this is your last chance to get your hands on to enter this competition, because we're going to announce the winners tomorrow. Like, share and comment. What decade did Coca-Cola start using Santa Claus in advertisements? A, the 1920s, B, the 1990s, or C, the 1950s? This deal has been amazing today, hasn't it?
Oh, it's just fabulous.
Absolutely just love it. We're going to head over to Anne-Marie for one more demo before we leave you for the day. What are we going to do now?
I'm going to show you those Christmas lights because they are so much fun. It's not what I was going to do. I was going to do a little Christmas card, but it wasn't Christmas lights. But I just have to show you because they really are the best fun. So I've just taken one of my A5 watercolour cards and I've just scored it in half to make a little A6. And we're going to do, so I'm going to do like our Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, whatever you want to do.
You just put ho ho ho?
You could just put ho ho ho. Should we just do ho ho ho?
Yeah.
Let's do that. So I do like a H.
A H is a good word. And anything that's got that little extra swirly bit is really fun.
O's are good as well. So I'm a bit far over. We might have to completely change this when we actually go in with the pens because I've gone too far over. And then all you're going to do with your fairy lights is do
a couple of
swirls like this. So let me just fix this. Let's just fix it. In fact, I might just go in, you know, when we come to it.
Oh, you're gonna?
I'm gonna do it. I know, right? Let's live life on the edge. So what we're gonna do on here, then we're gonna go over this with our black. So again, you know, I could have really just done this. You can't do it wrong.
No.
You just want like a little bit of a swirl. And then what I did was I kind of took the pen, because obviously we've got that flexible nib. We can create like little light bulb shapes, because we can do that kind of petal shape and then just add a little light bulb holder bit on the end, whatever it's called. So we can do that on here, or you can do them as circular bulbs.
Yeah. And
again, just add that little bit that kind of connects it. So it's up to you what you want to do, but we're going to go with the bulb. So I'm just taking traditional kind of rainbow colours,
making it nice and festive.
Absolutely. And we're just going to random the colours along here. So we've got our red. Let's go in with our orange.
It's so fun.
And just keep kind of
also
twisting this round.
If you don't do the next stage of your design, pop some flowers on this. A beautiful sort of autumnal card.
Oh, definitely. Or do it in like greens and things like that. Make it a spring card. Yeah, there's lots you can do with this.
It's so fun though.
So we've got yellow, and then we'll put one more kind of here. Then we'll go in with the green. Oops. So simple though as well. This could be, you know, your Christmas cards design kind of done, that you've created yourself from scratch.
One of my favourite types of cards to do. Just going a little bit crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And don't worry if the shape isn't absolutely perfect, because we're going to do something that will fix that anyway. So just keep spinning this around, so you've got lights coming off kind of all angles. And then we'll go in with like our purple. Let's do purple one there as well. Doesn't matter if it goes off the page a little bit, adds to the design for sure.
It's so clever to have seen all of these pieces come from nothing, really.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite things about these. It really is. Then just get some of these pinks in here. I feel like we're going to have a little bit of one.
Can you do one next to that yellow? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do you think we're okay there?
You can maybe fit one in between the blue and the green on the bottom, but it is a pink next to it, so maybe I think that's enough. It's very full. It
is quite full, isn't it? Most expensive Christmas lights go in these ones.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is, before we add on our line detail, we're going to take our water brush, and I'm just going to kind of lightly and just keep picking some of that colour up, add a little bit of a glow around here. So I'm going to do all like my reds and oranges first, because they're similar colours. So just go along and add that bit of a glow around. You can obviously pick up, so I'm just going to pick up some of this because I was a bit too heavy-handed. Let's just see if we can grab some of that so it's not as cray-cray, but just this little bit of a glow around. So this is, if you haven't got the perfect shape, this is where it doesn't matter, because you're going to add that kind of fairy-like glow around, and then go into our yellows.
Also, if you're a massive fan of Stranger Things,
oh yeah,
you can put your little alphabet on here.
You can, definitely. Oh, we've got Joseph loads of Stranger Things for Christmas.
Do you know, it's really fun. So my in-laws haven't had Netflix for absolutely ages. They cancelled it because they thought that they didn't need it. But they've recently changed their broadband provider and they've got Netflix included.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, what should we watch? So we're telling them all these things that we've watched for like years and years where they haven't had their Netflix, and they've just started watching Stranger Things actually. And my father-in-law is loving it, and we knew he would, because he's so into the 80s. He loves the music, all the sort of like popular culture things that are in there. So when we went for a walk with them the other day, we were like, are you enjoying Stranger Things? He was like, yeah, so good. But they're like, they've only just started watching like season 2, I think. So they're like way at the start of the journey.
I love that though, because it's, I don't know, I'm kind of jealous that they're getting to watch it for the first time.
I know.
You know?
I mean, we've rewatched it a few times.
Yeah, we have. We rewatched it for the new
series.
Season.
This is so fun.
Okay, just grab these little pink ones, and then we'll go in with our ho 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 straight onto our card. Oh, I need to add my little fairy light details still as well, don't I?
The amount of people that are popping in sort of like different guesses for our question this week is making me question what the answer could be. It's crazy. So much love for the calendar that you've done and this demo as well. Lots of people saying this looks so simple but it's so effective. It is, and it's something that you guys are all going to be able to do at home.
Definitely. So just going in and I'm just adding like a little square section at the bottom of the bulb and connecting it to the string.
Lots of people are absolutely loving the techniques that you've shown today, Anne-Marie. I think people are going to be busy. They're going to be getting their brush markers out for sure. Good.
This is what we like, isn't it? We definitely want people to be using their pens because we absolutely love them, and sometimes you think, is it just us? So it is nice that everybody does love them as well. Okay, just get these last few done. And then what colour should we go in with our ho ho ho? What are you thinking?
I don't know, you know, because there's loads of colours.
I know, do you think we just need to do black?
Maybe.
Let me just check that my black is not running out. Okay. So we're going to ho ho ho. Do you have a comma in between your ho ho ho's, or do you not?
Depends how grammatically correct you are. I don't.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
Oh, I think your spacing's going to be perfect.
I hope so. Let's just bring that up.
H's and O's. Probably the best letters to learn first, really.
And let's do a
ho ho ho.
Because we can.
I love that.
There we go.
So cute.
How cute.
Such a really good technique. And I mean, those brush nibs, for like the way you've made those lights, are perfect for hearts. They're perfect for flowers as well, leaves. All of those techniques you've used in that amazing demonstration can be transformed for different items that you're going to use on your calendar. I've loved watching this today. I've just been like mesmerised.
It's my
I
favourite
always
thing
am when you're doing the brush markers, because you are the queen of brush markers.
Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed today though. We're going to leave you there for to get on with your days, but don't worry if you need some more of a hunky-dory fix. Rebekah is back on Hobby Maker this afternoon. She was there this morning with a fantastic Miri launch. She did an amazing job. Her cards were so good. I'm not sure how awake she was. I think it was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, she had a small drum, didn't she?
But yeah, it was a very, very good show. So tune in at 1, 3 and 5. She's going to be bringing you those fantastic Moonstone dies we showed you yesterday. Then she has another show with our amazing Miri Madness collection at 3. She's not there at 5. I have just told you a little fib there. She's just doing 1 and 3, and then she's back home hopefully. So make sure you're watching Hobby Maker this afternoon, and then we will be back again, myself and Anne-Marie, with an amazing, sparkly, fantastically awesome launch tomorrow.